Well, hey there, and thanks for dropping by for today's video presentation. I am Arthur Morris, and I've been photographing birds for 38 years, and I can teach you how to make great photographs of birds. I can teach you how to photograph birds in action. I can teach you how to get the right exposure for white birds in the sun, or white birds in the shade, like this white morph blue-footed booby. I can teach you to zoom out to create dramatic birdscapes, and to zoom in and create dramatic silhouettes, and a whole lot more. I'll be going back to San Diego this year in January, after a year off for COVID. Be sure to visit my educational blog. There's a link below. And when you get some new gear, go to Bedford's, use the Birds is Art code for a nice discount and free second-day air shipping. I've been photographing pelicans in La Jolla for many, many years, probably more than 30. This is a film image that was honored in one of the BBC Wildlife Photographer of the Year competitions. There's no doubt about it, the pelicans are the star of the show. To be there in the early morning with the sun just coming over the houses on the cliffs in La Jolla and the beautiful Pacific blue background gets my heart racing every time. The birds are silly tame. You can do this shot with a 100 to 400. And the young birds are quite handsome. We call this guy chocolate-covered cherry. This is more typical juvenile with the yellow bill pouch, and lots of flight photography with lenses as short as the 70 to 200. And even on a cloudy day, there's lots of flight photography. All you need is a little wind from the east. We'll teach you to work right on sun angle. We'll teach you when to work a little bit off sun angle for the dramatic shaded backgrounds. And we'll get you out there in inclement weather. Very rare for San Diego, but this one on a rainy afternoon. We'll teach you to push the shutter button when maybe nobody else would. And there's tons of behavior. The pelicans, like the gulls, are always doing something. This bird scratching, this bird yawning with a nice background of cormorants on the nesting wall, this bird cleaning its bill pouch, this one doing the same, maybe going to begin a head throw. And here's the head throw. We'll teach you the cues that show that maybe one is coming. Tight preening shot, lots of interactions. Here two greeting each other. Here two squabbling. This one actually bit the bill of the bird on our left. And we'll teach you to create pleasing blurs of pelicans in flight. It's funny, one of the most difficult shots is to get one pelican in the frame not doing anything. But we'll try to get that for you too. Some years we find a cooperative Anna's hummingbird or two just across the street opposite the cliffs. Lots of double-crested cormorants. Not all of them look like this spiffy guy. The Brand's cormorants are nesting just down the hill from the cave store. Here two guys building nests, showing off for the ladies. And at times they're 10, 12 feet away from us. And that's the bird and the nest. Lots of gulls on the cliffs. This is a western gull with the shaded background in early morning sun. And another one, even sweeter light. You can see just a hint of a shadow on the bird's feet. Heermann's gulls are gorgeous. We'll teach you how to work in low light and get the right exposure by exposing to the right. And here's a headshot of a yawning Heermann's gull made in bright sun. There are harbor seals and California sea lions just down the hill. We'll work those also. We'll do the occasional wildflower, the occasional scenic, this one with a 10-stop ND. And as we get down to the lower cliffs, we can find a variety of shorebirds and terns. This is elegant tern, very uncommon in San Diego. Heermann's gull, lots of flight photography with this beautiful species, and an incoming royal tern. On our last morning, we'll visit Santee Lakes Park, American coot, going after some goodies, ringneck duck in early morning light, a wood duck eyeing an acorn in the tree. They actually will jump out of the water to grab the acorn, and a head portrait of a beautiful wood duck. At La Jolla Shores Beach, we'll find marble godwits, whimbrel, and Heermann's gull, and we'll be teaching you to take advantage of the cliffs of Torrey Pines reflected in the Pacific. We go there in the late afternoon. Sometimes we stay after sunset, a nice horizontal pan blur of the beach. But for sure, the pelicans with their bright red bill pouches are the stars of the show. So if at all possible, get yourself out to San Diego for the 2022 IPT. Till then, make some great pictures. Love you much. Cheers, Artie.